Yeah, so, hi, I'm Terry Freeburn, and this is Jeff Clark, and we're with the real estate company Buy and Sell here in Peterborough, and we're just going to give you a little bit of a market update as to what your home's value is doing. And to do that, we have to go over the market stats that have been happening in Peterborough, and we're going to look at last month's stats for April and compare them to some of them to a year ago, just to see kind of where we're at. So, Jeff, do you want to just maybe start by what's the number of sales?
Yeah. So as you can see, we've put down a few of the numbers that are important here. So currently, looking at the month of April in a whole, the number of sales in the city was 96, and the number of sales in the rural properties was 84. The number of active listings is also very important for us to be able to really look at the health of the market. So currently, or through the month of April, we had 178 listings available in the city and 331 listings in the rural properties. And when you break that all down and we look at the health of the market, what we're ending up with, what we call days of inventory, which is basically looking at whether it's a buyer's or a seller's market or a neutral. So in this case, based on these numbers, we in the city right now are running with 1.8, so almost 2 months of inventory, and in the rural properties we're almost at 4 months of inventory. So
basically what that means is that with the number of sales that are happening right now, if we didn't have any new listings coming in, it would take that many days to basically sell off the inventory. That kind of shows you the health of the market, the temperature of the market actually. In 2017, when the market was really hot, we had less than 1 month of inventory here in Peterborough. So, that's why everybody was fighting over properties when they came on the market, and we're seeing lots of multiple offers. Yeah. Right now, at this time, we're still seeing some multiple offers on some properties if they're priced right, and some of the agents are still doing the, not the traditional marketing where you used to market a house basically at market value and or a little bit above market value, let's say 2 to 5% above, and then hope that you got an offer on it and you negotiate it. What they're doing on some of the properties is underpricing them maybe 10 to 15% of market value, putting it on the market, no offers for a week, or holding off on offers for 72 hours or whatever, trying to get that competition going. We're still seeing that on some properties. But there is another group, maybe about half of the properties, where people are pricing them kind of where they think the market is, and they're still selling if they don't overprice.
Right, and sort of going along with what Terry's saying is, you still have to have a little bit of flexibility, but I think that it's offering a little bit more chance for you as a buyer now to do your due diligence, your home inspections, your financing, without having all of that pressure perhaps that we've had in the last couple of years. So that just really goes along with what Terry was saying about the strategy that we try to choose when we're marketing your property, or if we're representing you as a buyer, we have to look at it from the opposite side. But that's why it's very important to have someone like us helping.
Yeah, and the price range that you're in really makes a difference too, because
absolutely
right now most of the sales or the majority of sales in our area, Peterborough, are below that 450 mark. Once you step above the 450 mark, you can expect it's going to take a little longer to sell your house, right? Just because there's less buyers in the marketplace. And I think because the prices have jumped up a lot, it's eliminated a lot of people in the lower price range that they would have been able to buy like maybe around $300,000. But there's very little on the market for that price now that's that's suitable for a lot of people in areas and conditions that they would live in. So the majority of the sales right now are still in that I would say high threes to the mid fours, and then above that it's getting slower in the market. As you can see here, like the average sale price right now is about $420,000, well $419,000, and that's still up from a year ago. About 7.6% in the market overall. So, the market's still pretty good here in Peterborough. We're not really seeing prices go down, and I don't think we will for a while because of the tightness of the inventory, the lack of new homes that are being built, the lack of lots that are coming on. It's getting very, very tight that way, but so overall, I think Peterborough is still a good market.
And one of the discussions that Terry and I actually had yesterday when we were getting ready for this and looking at what we were going to talk about, interest rates is continuing to be a big driver of what's happening in the market right now. And I believe as of this week, a 5-year fixed is as low as 3.14. And Terry brought up a good point as well yesterday that the when we were looking at the market in general is that the continuation of the low interest rates, 5-year fixed rate now is still about 3.14. There's an upcoming election, and Terry again made a good point yesterday that usually during an election year you're not going to see any major increases in the interest rates.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep them pretty well.
Yeah,
where they're at for the for the balance of the year, which is it's relatively good. Historically, I think the rates they've been low for quite some time, but historically they've been they used to be quite a bit higher. It wasn't unforeseen to see an 8, 9, or 10% mortgage at one time. So people today have been able to buy a lot bigger house because the rates have been lower, right? But hopefully they stay down.
And they have the new programs, whether that'll actually come to fruition or not with the budget, but certainly the RRSP contribution for first-time home buyers, as well as the potential of CMHC offering rebates back to you as a buyer to use towards your down payment.
Yeah, I think it's going to go as like a loan against the house for 5.
Yeah,
we're going to offer add an additional 5% on used houses and 10% on new homes.
Yeah.
So on a $40,000 house, they're going to give you $20,000 to go towards your down payment on the house, and I'm not sure the particulars on that, whether it's going to be like part ownership in the house or as a loan or you don't pay it back. We're not quite sure yet, but I'm sure that's going to help a lot of people on the low end that are trying to get in a house and struggling to get that down payment together, because that's always been the problem, even in the past, for people to get that down payment together without their parents' help. Even with the parents' help, this will be a good thing.
Yeah, I we'll definitely keep you up to date on what's happening with those programs. This is a monthly program that Terry and I do, so if you stay tuned or you like us on Facebook or follow us, you can certainly be a part of that, and again you'll be able to have a good understanding of what's coming down the pipeline.
We appreciate you taking the time to watch us, and take care. If you have any questions, give us a shout at the office or look us up on online on Facebook, and we also have a website, Peterborough Real Estate for sale or buysellnetworkrealty.com. We've got a number of websites and stuff, but Jeff or I can be reached at the office if you want to have any questions or give us a shout.
Yeah, thanks very much. Have a great day.